Hello, friends. Welcome back to my weekly Instagram Live Q&A. I'm bringing them back for the summer, and I'm going to be talking all about branding, photography, marketing, social media, all the good stuff. I'm Angie McPherson. I am a branding photographer, a marketing strategist, and hype woman for creative entrepreneurs. I'm listening to myself speak, and I sound so hoarse. I sound hoarse because last night I went to a Backstreet Boys concert. Who would have thought of me saying that in 2022? I went to a Backstreet Boys concert and sang like 30 songs from the early 2000s. So my voice is shot, but I'm still showing up. I'm still gonna provide a lot of value for you today. If you like the Backstreet Boys, let me know. I had a blast. Okay, so today I'm gonna be talking specifically about 5 ways I prep for my client's branding shoot. So I've done a lot of education and lives and blogs and etc. about how I prep my clients for their branding shoot. So, giving them a planning guide and sharing all about how to, choose locations and outfits and things like that. But I don't think I really talked on a live about how I prepare myself for each shoot. And that is equally as important to prepare yourself as well as preparing your client. So today I'm going to be talking about that. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat here. I'm here live. I'll be answering your questions. If you're watching the replay, feel free to leave the comment or leave the question in the replay. Okay, so number one way that I prepare myself for each client's branding session is that I review the questionnaire and the Pinterest board that comes back to me. So as soon as my clients book, I send them the planning guide, I send them a very lengthy and in-depth questionnaire, and I also send them instructions on how to create like a mood board, a Pinterest board to send back to me. So one of the ways that I prepare myself for their session is I have the questionnaire and the Pinterest board due 30 days before the branding shoot. And so after I get that back, I study it. I study it like it's a textbook. I want to know all about their brand story, their intentions for the shoot, their ideas, their location ideas, their outfit ideas. I want to know everything. I want to see their visual inspiration in the Pinterest board, and I study that so I can go on to the next step. I had a couple questions come in. One was from Jen, and she asked, how do I pretty much guide my clients on creating a Pinterest vision board so there's not hundreds and hundreds of photos? And I thought that was a great question because so many photographers might be like, put together a Pinterest board, show me inspiration, and that's it. You should absolutely give instructions on how to do a Pinterest board. Some of those instructions can be to keep it concise. So give them a limit on how many pins they can put in the board. I like to say 15 to 30 because I don't want them to send hundreds of photos because I can't wrap my head around their inspiration. And when you give someone a limit like that, it helps them to really decide what their favorite ideas are, what their true intentions are. So I tell them 15 to 30 pins. I tell them to look to pin different, outfit ideas, location ideas, posing ideas, color schemes, things like that. I really want to see what they have in mind. So definitely give your clients, some guidelines for Pinterest board. And then another question I got was about the questionnaire. What type of questions did I ask on the questionnaire? I want to know all about their personal brand stories. So I want to know who they are, what they do, who they do it for, why they do it. So their mission, their vision, their unique value proposition. I want to know all of their ideas. So, what kind of vibe are they going for? Are they looking for like a very professional get up? Are they looking to have something very fun and relaxed? I want to know where these photos are going. What is the intention for the photos? So are they launching a new website? Are they launching a podcast? Are they trying to redo their social media? Are they trying to have a lot of cover photos for lives or reels? Are they trying to spruce up their Pinterest? I need to know the intention for the actual shoot instead of just, hey, I need new branding photos because it's Q1 or Q3 or whatever. No, we need to have an intention for each and every shoot. Even if I'm working with clients multiple times a year, if I have like a quarterly client, I'm still sending them a questionnaire every quarter because their intentions might be shifting through each quarter. So that is the first way that I prep myself for my client's branding shoot is I review their questionnaire and their Pinterest board. If you're tuning in, hello. So happy to see you. Okay, so number 2 thing that I do to prep for my client's branding shoot is I location scout. And so this doesn't always mean going to the location ahead of time. So for example, if someone wants to rent an Airbnb or a Peer Space, which is like an Airbnb kind of style website for, houses that you can rent for photo shoots. If we're renting a space like that has a lot, or a co-working space that has a lot of pictures on their social media, on the website, I might be doing location scouting then. I might just be going through each and every photo, kind of looking at where the windows are, where the light's coming in, where I might need off-camera flash, where is like a good backdrop for my client. So I'm always location scouting online. Now, if it's somewhere super, sorry, my dog just fell out of the chair. If there's something super local, like we're going to a local coffee shop that's down the road, I definitely don't mind popping in a couple weeks earlier to grab a coffee at the same time we're going to be shooting the session and just kind of like seeing. I might even bring my camera and just seeing like where the light's coming from. So I like to location scout either virtually through pictures and videos. The location might even have like a social media account and they might do like videos or reels or stories where I can really see. Or if it's local and it's convenient for me, I might go and check it out. Or if it's like a really crazy location that has no pictures and I can't figure out what it is, I will definitely go there ahead of time, a couple weeks ahead of time, and just ask to take a tour of it. And that's really good too, to really build relationships with these locations so that you can work there in the future. Okay, the third way that I prep myself for my clients' branding shoots is that I create a branding shoot plan. And this is after I've received the questionnaire. It's after I've received the Pinterest board. I make a plan that I'm going to send back to my client for their kind of review. And then I'm going to print out, put in a 3-ring binder and bring with me. And we're going to work from that plan because I want to have, and it's such a cool plan. It's got like screenshots from their visual inspiration board. It's got little sentence grabs from their questionnaire about their intentions, their goals. We've got a prop list. We've got a shot list. We've got extra notes. We've got location addresses and how long it takes to get from location A to location B. This is a really helpful document for the both of us. And so, like I said, I have my clients send me their questionnaire and Pinterest board 30 days out. And then I work on creating the game plan and I send it to them at least 2 weeks prior to the shoot. And I say, hey, here's what I've got planned for the day from start to finish. Take a look at this. Let me know if it looks good or if there's anything you want to add, anything you want to remove. And it's just very eye-opening for them to see like, wow, this is how this is going to pan out. And I love having a plan because I shot weddings for years. And when you shoot a wedding, you need a wedding day time plan. And I feel the same way about branding shoots. You need a timeline. You need a start to finish what we're going to do so that you can make sure that you are very intentional and that you get the exact photos that you need. Shameless plug. I have this template and the questionnaire template in my shop. If you go to angiemcpherson.com/shop and you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, I need a questionnaire. Where do I begin? I need a template that I can use for each client for my branding plan. Where do I begin? I've got them in the shop. The questionnaire is something you can totally grab, copy and paste into whatever client management system that you're using. I use Honeybook. You can do 17 Hats, Dipsado, etc. The template for the branding shoot plan is Canva. So Canva is free. All you have to do is go to the shop and purchase it and it'll open up in a Canva and you can just pull in all the different photos for you. Eden Imaging says, love it, so helpful. Yay. Okay, great. I'm so glad that that's helpful. Okay, so number 4. Oh, thank you for the compliment on my eyebrows. Thanks. Okay, so excuse me. Number 4 that I do to prepare for my client's branding shoot, I create a Spotify playlist. I like to have some music going. I want us to like have a really good vibe. And so sorry, my voice is so hoarse. Like I said, I went to a Backstreet Boys concert last night, and I'm just thankful that I have a voice at all. Okay, so the Spotify playlist. I look at like the questionnaire. By this time, a couple days before the shoot, we've probably hopped on a couple of Zoom calls. I feel like I know this person. And so I'll create a Spotify playlist that'll really help us, get in the mood for like, being loose and fun and like make my client feel comfortable. So for one client, it might be a Beyonce, J-Lo, Shakira type of playlist. Another, it might be like 90s hip hop. It might be 90s rock. Another might be Drake. That's always my playlist for my branding shoots is Drake. So, just really think about, your client. And if you have no idea, just when you get there, be like, hey, what type of music do you like to listen to? let's put on this station on Pandora, and it'll just kind of like ease the day up. Okay, last way that I prepare myself for my clients' branding shoots is I pack the night before. And this is probably something that you already do. I pack at least the day before, all my camera gear, some snacks if I need it. I pack my lighting, my off-camera flash. I pack my 5-in-1 reflector. I always overpack my car. I don't bring everything into the shoot, but I make sure I have everything I need in the car just in case I'm like, oh my gosh, I really, really need a reflector. Let me run back to the car. Or I'll bring like my surfaces. So I have like different surfaces that I can bring if someone has a lot of products. So I'll put those in my car. We might not need all of them, but at least I have them in my car. I like to make sure that I'm prepared. So I pack the day before. I have rechargeable batteries. And so I'll make sure all my batteries are charged, make sure I back up batteries, make sure my backup camera is good, and I have this all ready and packed and ready to go so that when I wake up for the next day, wake up for the shoot day, I'm not worried about I have a ton of things going on shoot day. I have 2 kids. So I'm like making sure the kids are good, making sure my husband's got everything, making sure the house is fine. I don't want to be worried about packing gear on the shoot day. So I'll do that before. I actually have a shoot tomorrow with Sharon, who just hopped on Instagram Live. And so today I am going to be packing all of my stuff. And I have to pack today because I'm actually photographing Sharon in Nags Head, North Carolina, which is about 2 hours away. So we're leaving today. So I have to make sure I pack everything. Okay, so those are my 5 ways that I prep myself for my clients' branding shoots. So just a quick recap. 1 is that I review the questionnaire and Pinterest board that my clients send me. I study it. 2, I location scout, and that might be virtually with images and videos through social media or the location's website, or I might pop into the location if it's super convenient for me. 3, I create the branding shoot plan from the questionnaire and the Pinterest board. This is probably the easiest task in my process of branding photography because I'm literally just pulling quotes and intentions and goals and photos from my clients' Pinterest board and questionnaire. And like I said, my questionnaire and my branding shoot plan Canva template, customizable, completely customizable. You just customize it for every single client, is in my shop, angiemcpherson.com/shop. And then number 4 is I create a Spotify playlist so we can get nice and comfortable and fun with each other and help my client to feel very comfortable on shoot day. And number 5 is I pack the night before my shoot to help me have a very smooth day on shoot day. Okay, so that's all I've got for you. I hope that was super helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments wherever you're watching this. You might be watching the replay on Instagram Live. I always upload these onto YouTube, so you might be watching it there. Let me know. You can always shoot me a DM. My DMs are always open. I love to talk to you guys and answer any questions that you have. And just let me know if you have any questions. Hope this was super helpful. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of the day. And I hope that you take these tips and help yourself to be more prepared and more confident with each branding shoot that you do. Okay. Have a great day, y'all. Talk soon.